Jeremy the Quartering, after making a video, is under attack by politically motivated grifters in the video game industry. That in itself isn't news. What is news is the head of YouTube Gaming says they're actually looking into it publicly. Hey, what's happening, everybody? Tommy C here, Shopping Point News on the main channel. I got an interesting story here for you today. We have seen this before with the quartering, but I think it actually bopped up to another level when YouTube Gaming chimed in. Just to give you a little background, Jeremy made a video on November 28th. Woman demands free PS5 and Xbox Series X and gets it and flags anyone criticizing her. A bracketed Griffen Gaming. Now, I'm not going to go too much in this video, but I will put a link to this video because you're going to need to see it to judge if the allegations against Jeremy are correct. I would say by far they're not. In fact, the part of this headline where he says and flags everyone criticizing her, Jeremy jumped in the fray, and now they're trying to get him flagged or removed for criticism over this situation. So you go check this video out. It's in the description box below. You'll also find it right up here, and we'll go forward. So Jeremy drops this video, or this this person. Her name is Zombie Kills, and has her pronouns in the profile. Apparently she's a very small creator and she demands a lot of free stuff. And we all know, do I get free stuff? Yeah, but I get free stuff equivalent to my level. No one's sending me an Xbox Series X or any of my arcade one-ups. That's never happened. I would gladly take it, and I would gladly review it as long as I could review it unbiasedly and it wouldn't be a commercial. But yeah, and Zombie Killer, she's not in that stratosphere. She's not in that league. I doubt she's even in league for major sponsorships right here. Only 8,000 followers on Twitter, which look, it's decent, but it's not. You're not in the free stuff phase normally in that case. And what I believe personally, what she's done is she is a minority. And she's using intimidation tactics through accusations of racism or any kind of phobe to get what she wants. That's a grift. That's really some gangster stuff if you really think about it. I'm this protected group. You owe me stuff. Karl Marx would be very proud. And you know, that in itself wouldn't be really out of the ordinary for any of Jeremy's stuff, but it does get really concerning. This Turkey Messiah, hey YouTube and YouTube Gaming, stop allowing this sloppy bag of S a place on your platform. Nice. No, there's no room for criticism here. Jeremy is, his entire grift is whipping up mobs to drive harassment towards the target, which are usually women. It's been years. The F are you waiting for? So he's demanding his removal off the platform completely. Now, Jeremy's made a lot of enemies. I'm one of them. But I have to admit that one of the reasons I'm making this video is Jeremy has been really generous with his channel, exposing people that are pretty much doing the same thing to him. Having like the Susie Lou situation with my friend Augie, having their channels removed or demanding that, having their demonetization taken away on the basis of harassment when there is just criticism. Now, this particular video, again, you can check it out. It's in the description box below, just sheds light on the situation. And I think it's pretty clear what is going on. And Jeremy exposed it. He has a very big audience. And these people just got caught. So what happens is you get caught and you say, hi, this has impacted me and my community and made us feel very unsafe, which is code word. This is a passive aggressive attack. This is code word for take this guy, keep this guy from criticizing me. The idea when you call it harassment is there's no valid criticism there. There's nothing of value there. This is just designed. You can watch the video and see that is clearly not the case. Jeremy, in most of his videos, does something that I would never do and demands that his audience doesn't attack or criticize the people in question that he's reporting on. He's very upfront of that on I would say 90% of his videos. I personally don't like tell people to do that because, first of all, you already know the harassment's wrong, but criticizing somebody on Twitter when they have a public account or complaining about them is your free speech rights ordained by God. And there's no God, but you get the idea. So what we're seeing here is somebody got caught race baiting, using their minority status, their protected status, to attack criticizers to gain free stuff. A light was shined on it, and now the most concerning part is Ryan Wyatt Fwiz, head of YouTube Gaming, has stuck his nose at it. Thanks for flagging at Team YouTube. We'll look into this. There's nothing to look into, and I'd be very surprised if this doesn't happen almost on a daily basis when I know a big part of the Quartering Act is to criticize the SJWs. Now, I don't know if Ryan Wyatt's feeling some kind of pressure of any kind, or maybe he's just throwing that out there to quell the wolves a little bit. But I just find this actually outrageous. And what ends up happening is now we got a real issue here and a threat to Jeremy's channel. I don't think Jeremy's channel ever has reached the point of total harassment. It's criticism. There are some jokes, but Jeremy's not a particularly funny guy, and he's not particularly brutal. Most of the stuff is done through articles, and he just points it out and how ridiculous it might be. And again, I want to say, Jeremy doesn't really have a lot of friends in my circles. I think I don't think he's treated me very well when he was on his rise. I was glad to promote him and his issue, and then when it seemed to be, I guess, not when I lived out my usefulness, I was kind of blown off, and then later attacked myself. But on Twitter, not on his YouTube channel. I've never seen him. I've seen him swing at people via Twitter, but never on his YouTube channel. So some of the anger towards Jeremy is probably legitimate, but not in this particular case. And in no case, including mine or many others, Nick DiOrio's, did we ever want him to be removed from the platform over harassment. How weak and passive aggressive and cowardly is that? We just wanted to shine a light on his behavior and do what we do and shot from the point. And I think we did a pretty good job. You can check Nick DiOrio's video. But, no one really sticks up for Jeremy when it happens to Jeremy. Jeremy does a lot of the sticking up for people he doesn't particularly care for. And, I think he definitely deserves some support, here. Here's the thumbnail of the video. Give me free stuff or I'll flag you, which they probably kind of, this zombie kills proved without a shadow of a doubt, which is kind of funny. Keemstar chime in. What are they talking about? He simply said he'd look into it. How is that encouraging harassment of your channel? Now, Jeremy did claim on by, he's kind of using some of the same tactics. He did say that by him even replying to it, it does encourage harassment of his channel. I don't know if you're just using the tactics of your enemy when you say that. But I think a bigger concern is it legitimizes this kind of grift. That's what's more concerning. Now, Keem may be chiming in on this because he's got a relationship with some of these YouTube personalities, or maybe he just believes they'll give him a fair shake. I don't believe what Jeremy says here. Even reply encourages their brigade. And that's the thing. That's my criticism of Jeremy. That's what they say about you. But I don't expect you to be unbiased. I do believe that Keem would be, if the channel was removed, Keem would absolutely get involved. Absolutely get involved. I've seen him do it with Kraut and T. I've seen him do it with people he doesn't like. I think he'd actually help me out even with our wars over the years. I do. But what I think Keem is doing, I think he's underestimating how some of these nut jobs can be, and maybe even underestimating how much that the quartering is hated in these sort of political activist circles, and what they're willing to do to silence his criticism and chalk it all up to harassment or some kind of ism or phobe. So I think this is a case of Keem kind of underestimating how wacky these people are, and I think he might get. He is higher up in the realm of YouTube. I think he knows these people would have little or no effect on him. I'm not so sure about the quartering, although he has a very good channel. I'm told that he's a millionaire. He is, he's not hasn't been around as long and known as many people as Keemstar, just by virtue of doing news. And I think quartering would agree with me, especially with the video game side. You just get to know a lot of people. Keem has a more, because quartering deals with pop culture. Keem has more of a reach through all sorts of avenues of YouTube and YouTube creators. So yeah, I do quartering. I do think that Keem would stick up for you if you lost your channel, or there would definitely be an uptick of interest if this would strikes, because clearly this person is using their platform, their protected status, so to speak, and to silence all criticism of her trying to get free stuff, and by essentially, if you don't give me stuff, I'm going to accuse you of racism. And no company wants that. Companies want to make money. They don't want to turn contests are a way to sell a product, and giveaways are a way to sell a product. They're not they're not designed to attract much controversy. So a lot of times the companies will just go, there you go, whether it would be Xbox or somebody giving away an Xbox. So again, look, I do get a lot of times where Jeremy gets a lot of heat. I don't think he's a particularly nice guy. He's definitely a YouTuber to the bone. But I think it's important to remember how many people he has supported in the last 12 to 15 months when it comes to this kind of censorship, no matter how he feels about it. And I just wanted to do my part, and I think Augie and my whole crew probably should take a look at this situation, because I'm not as confident as Keemstar. I am not as confident as Keemstar for him being able to just walk away with this unscathed. These people are vicious. These people are bloodthirsty, and they have no problem. They have no sense of, I respect your right to free speech. It's just my right, and you're gone if I can get you gone. So thanks very much. Thanks for watching. Oh, tonight, Shot from the Point, 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna be talking about the Jake Paul fight and all the stuff that went on, and what I think is one of the best pay-per-views of any kind I've ever bought in my life. It was just so entertaining. Tyson Jones and Jake Paul, and it was. I can't wait to talk about it. I'll see y'all tonight. Take care.